Second question about pronoun. We use like Ali is a boy. Ali is my friend. He is my friend. What's the difference between these two sentences? So we use pronoun is we use instead of noun. Why we use like he's my friend, Ali is my friend?
Well, in the first sentence, if you say Ali is my friend, commonly and generally you have to use this sentence at the beginning as a first sentence, right?
Yes.
But if Ali is sitting with you, it means you see him and then you want to introduce him to someone and you use he for him, like he is my friend. So in this case, both of them are the same. Because here he works the same like this or that. Ali is sitting with you. Then you said, this is my friend, right? Or he's my friend. But if Ali is not here and you want to introduce him to someone, then using he or this would be incorrect because he's not here to use he for him. People will not know that whom are you talking about. That's why you have to use Ali is my friend as a first sentence. So if he is sitting with you, then you can use all of them. Ali, he, and this, but commonly these two. But if he is not with you here and you want to introduce him to someone, then you have to use a noun because people will not know him if you directly use a pronoun for him. Next.
So you told us
Could you please take this?
such as demonstrated pronouns. So we didn't study this, but I was teaching to the students. I have studied this in the book, but I was thinking they're wrong. Then I told them, no, we have four demonstrated pronouns.
No, this is used the same like this, that, these, and those. This is a demonstrative pronoun.
We didn't learn this, sir.
Well, so along with the class, you have to search and study more things, right? Because we cannot cover all the things here in the class. So that's why you have to search and find. You know, if you come across with a question like this, then you have to, take out your phone and search it in a dictionary, in Google, ChatGPT, or something else in order to find the answer directly in the class for the students. Do not directly reject something or accept it. First, you have to investigate and you have to make sure, then you have to share that with the students. And it is not a shame that you search something inside the class in front of the students. Yeah. And you have to do that directly so you will learn it. If you just reject everything and do not search for it, then it will be a rejection forever because you will never move forward. You will never find the answers for the questions that you come across. So when a student asks you something and you are confused, you have to directly search it and learn it yourself and also tell that the students.
So give an example. It says like you started pronoun.
Like, for example, if I say, wow, such a great answer. That is such a great answer. So here, such works like a demonstrative pronoun the same. It only demonstrates. It doesn't have any specific meaning in the sentence. Like to translate it.
Does it point anything here?
Of course. It points out answer. Then it doesn't have any specific meaning. So it is only used to emphasize this noun. Like it is such a great answer. So such a great answers just demonstrates. It doesn't do anything else.
Yes, so we have studied yesterday may or might. So we are using might in different tenses, like past tense, in present, in the future. So how we can understand this is in the past tense, this is in the future, and this is in the...
Well, in modals, if a modal auxiliary verb is already the second form, like might and could, then they are used in the same structures in past, present, and future. So the only difference that you can find is in the time expression. You have to look at the time expression or look at the situation. If we are talking about something and that happened in the past, right? And if you want to use one of the models, you can understand easily that it refers to the past, not to the present or future. So from time expression, we can find it, whether it refers to the past, present, or future. For example, if I say, he could ride a bike when he was 8. So when he was 8, the second class is in the past. So the first one also refers to the past. So he could ride a bike. Here, he could ride a bike is past, not present or future.
Thank you. So what is the difference between my and mine?
My
And mine.
and mine.
Yes.
Didn't we study them in the class?
So, no, mine is mine is noun.
Hmm.
What's the difference between these two?
It is followed by a noun. And we do not use any noun after mine.
Last time I was present my grandma in English, but they told me what is the difference between my and mine. I told them mine is follow my noun, but mine is not follow my noun. They told me same way.
Then the function changes, right? When there is a noun used after one of these words, then the function is adjective or a determiner. If you do not use any noun, then it functions as a pronoun. So you cannot directly say that it is followed by a noun and it is not followed by a noun. You have to talk about the function. Like my is a possessive adjective or a possessive determiner. It means it is followed by a noun. And mine is a pronoun. It means it is not followed by any noun and it shows possession. And both of them are used to show possession. There is not any other magic. Next. No more questions? Okay. So let's study well. As we started studying modal auxiliary verbs, so in this lesson, we'll talk about will, shall, would, and ought. As we studied 5 of the modal auxiliary verbs yesterday, and 4 of them, not 5. We talked about 6 of them. We studied can and could, may and might, and should and must, right? So we studied 6 modal auxiliary verbs, and in today's lesson, we're going to study the rest 4 of them, will, shall, would, and ought. So the first one is will. It shows future action. Future plan, future advice, and many more things. So if we simply say that it shows future action, so it covers all the definitions. Then shall, yes, we use will for future.
Advice?
Future advice, future suggestion, future action, future plan, future intention. And this definition covers all of them. Shall. It is used instead of a noun. Instead of will. Shall is used instead of will with I and we and British English. To show future action or suggestion. The difference between will and shall is that will is common in American English and shall is common in British English. Next, will is used with every subject, but shall is used with only I and we, right? And both of them are modal auxiliary verbs. They are used the same. They have the same structures in positive, negative, positive interrogative, and negative interrogative. Then would. It is the past form of will and shall and used to مسمى خذ شورم كي سبقلارك چالان Then would is the past form of will and shall. And we use would for different purposes. Number one, we use it in conditional clauses. Number two, we use would to show polite request. Right? For example, would you help me? Would you bring me a glass of water? Would you talk to me later on? And past habitual actions. For example, he would play cricket a lot. It means this was his habit in the past. So we can use would in the past as well. And also for past daily actions. Like he visited me, he would visit me every day when he was my partner. So here we use would for past daily action. He would visit me every day when he was my partner. Kala chaga sama partner hu haga bahara was masara mulaqat ko. Past daily action taraji ki. Amda rakam past regular action ta. No past daily, past habitual or past regular actions the paramung would istimalo. Or the would nagar ham kawala should direct simple past use ko ta. Polite request la para use ko or conditional clauses ki use ko. For example, first well. He will compromise with you. Shall. I shall think again. For suggestion, Alex. Is it? I would help you if you told me, or if you told me, I would help you. Here, would shows condition, and would for polite request.
Would you give me a glass of water?
Would you give me a glass of water, or would you give me some money? And would also shows past habitual action. Like he would talk a lot. Past daily action. They would shop every day. What does it mean? They would shop every day? जो हर औरस
हर औरत खरीदारी
खरीदारी कवला past शो would पे इस्तेमाल शो the past the para past regular action like Ali would come regularly. अली बाबा बाकायदा शक्ल और मुसलसल शक्ल सिंफ था रातो या बा मुसलसल शक्ल बा रातो the past regular action tarajish.
So if we didn't use regularly, like we say every day,
Yes, it can be used like as I have written that would is used for past habitual action, daily action and regular action. It means you can use it for all three purposes.
so what about the structures? Do we gonna learn about the structures in the present, past, future?
I will write it, no problem. But actually, all the modal auxiliary verbs are used the same. The same like can, could, may, might. We can use all of them. Would and shall cannot be used in the past. They're used in the future only.
Not in the present.
Not in the present and in the past. We use them in the future. Subject plus will or shall, then verb. Base form. And would is also used in the positive structure as the same like them. Subject plus would, base form of the verb, then complement. In the past, present, and also in the future. And I will add the structures, no problem.
So can
Take this note.
Can we use word in negative sentence?
Why not? We can negate all of them.
So what's would like?
There is no restriction.
Would like.
Would like is something else. Would like means want. And we can also negate would like and change it into interrogative, right? There is no restriction for changing them into negative and interrogative. But would like is used for something else. Would like means want.
Sir, in the future tenses, we are using as well as will and shall, but we are using shall only for IV. Why not for other, we can say, pronouns?
Well, shall is used with I and we in British English, right? So these are the differences between will and shall. That will is common in American English, shall is common in British. Will is used with every subject and shall is used only with I and we. But in modern English, we can also use shall for every subject, but not very common. It is still not common to use shall with any other subject except I and we. So it sounds a bit formal to use shall with I and we, and it is common in British. Now we use English, mix, American and British.
He shall play cricket. She shall play cricket.
Well, it is used, as I told you, in modern English grammar. We can use shall with every subject, but it doesn't sound more formal.
Wow.
So we use it with only I and we.
And would we are using in different sentences. I mean, in the present as well.
Well, when would is used in conditional clauses, then we have different structures. We'll study them in conditional clauses, which is a type of adverb clause. But here we're just talking about would generally, that is the past form of will and shall, and we use it for these purposes. Then in conditional clauses, we're going to study would and different structures, like the zero conditional clause, the first, second, third, mix. In the past, we use would, like subject plus would plus base form of the verb plus complement. We negate all the models the same.
And we can negate it, so just write down the positive structure.
Okay. In the present, we can use would for polite request or suggestion. Subject plus would plus base form of the verb plus complement. I just wrote the positive structure, but you should understand that for polite request, we use it in an interrogative sentence. Then you have to use would at the beginning before the subject. And in the future, we use will, shall, and would. Like subject plus will, shall, or would. Then base form of the verb and complement. Would is the past form, the second form of will and shall. It means we can use it in past, present, and future. The same like might and could. When I told you that the second form of modal auxiliary verbs are used in all the tenses, past, present, and also in the future. So we can use would in the past, present, and future. Also might in the past, present, and future. And could in the past, present, and future. Because these are the second forms of modals, not the first. Take this as well.
And so we will understand that what we use in the past, like with
the time expression, yes.
For the future time expressions.
Well, actually here we use would. In the present and future, we use would in an interrogative sentence, not in positive.
In present. Like
in present and future, yes, only in.
She would help you.
Because in the present and future, we use would for polite request or suggestion. Then we use it in an interrogative sentence. We use would at the beginning, then subject, base form of the verb, and then complement. And here the time expression is used. And also for the future, we use it in an interrogative sentence, would at the beginning, then subject, verb, and then complement. And here in the past, we can use it in every structure.
It's like if I say, sir, she would help you, it is in the future.
Yes, it refers to the future. She would help you. She would help you, but okay. It would be better to to use it in all the tenses. It would be better to use it in all the tenses. دا به بهتره چې دا په ټولو ټینسونو کې استعمال کو نو فیوچر تراجع شو او بل نارمل ژوند کې عمومي.
So every time if we are using for the polite request, we are using let's say word in at the beginning.
And interrogative sentences before the subject. It is used for mild obligation or advice. In the past, in normal structure like we use it in the present and future, that is impossible. But we can use it the same like should and must in the past. Like this structure, subject plus after, then have in third form of the verb. The same like should and must. When it comes to present, we use subject, then after, base form of the verb, then complement. Also in the future, it is used in the same structure as the present, subject plus after, base form of the verb, and then complement. Plus at, plus not, plus to, have, plus third form of the verb. We use not here between at and to.
Oh.
Not after to. He at not to. Have, third form of the verb. In the present, we use subject plus at plus not plus to plus base form of the verb. In an interrogative, we use at the beginning, then subject to plus base form of the verb and plus complement. Subject plus at plus not plus to base form of the verb plus complement. In an interrogative, we bring at to the beginning, followed by subject, then not.
No.
If it is positive interrogative, we do not use not. If it is negative interrogative, then we at plus subject plus to. Thank you very much. To plus base form of the verb plus complement. Also here in the past, we bring at to the beginning, plus subject, plus to, and then we have to use perfect tense. Have plus third form of the verb. Like Ali ought to have informed me. Ali ought to have informed me. In Pashto, we translated as Ali should have informed me. Ali bayad za khabar kare hue. In the present, ought I to use your phone? I jab aaj sa telephone istemal kam. Ought you to use my phone? And in the future, Ali ought to take some time to take the decision. Ali ought to take some time to take the decision. Ali باید یو څه وخت واخلي تر څو تصمیم ونیسي. ولیکئ دا هم.
So, with regards to the difference between the complementary
time expression نه به پیژنې چې کوم وخت راځي.
او the word home, which
او په would کې might کې could کې او ought کې بغیر د past نه په present او future کې چې کوم یوز کیږي ټول په present او future کې یو رقم یوز کیږي فرق نه لري ځکه ول ورسره مونږ ویلی نه شو can هم present کې یوز کیږي هم future دواړو لپاره راځي should هم دواړو لپاره must هم دواړو لپاره ought هم دواړو لپاره نو صرف د time نه پیژنو چې دا کوم وخت راځي
would help me tomorrow. So that's my
future time شو future time ته راځي
stress tomorrow.
he would
Help me tomorrow.
Our master is about
نه future لپاره موږ would نه استعمالو will به استعمالو would که موږ استعمالو suggestion لپاره به استعمالو polite request لپاره به question کې به ته استعماله هلته بیا د past meaning نه ورکوي که چېرته په conditional classes کې یوز کې mixed conditional class کې بیا معنا ورکوي چې هغه به ما سره سبا مرسته کړی وی if he can he would help me tomorrow که چېرته هغه سبا راغلی وی نو ما سره به مرسته کړی وی یا که چېرته هغه سبا راتللی شو نو ما سره به مرسته کړی وی په conditional class کې به یوز کېږي په future کې او نارمل چې د future عمل لپاره موږ نه استعمالو would will به استعمالو یا به shall استعمالو would کې استعمالو د polite request لپاره په question کې استعمالو
you want to request about
او